Hi everyone! Today we're going to show you ways to cleanse of negative energies in your body. Hello, this is Berto and this is my channel where I share my journey as a shaman practitioner. And today we're going to show you both traditional and modern ways of cleansing the negative energy from yourself. At the end of this video, I'll also let you know how you can do it on your own. And let's get into it. Now, some of you might know this tradition called shamanic or spiritual bathing. Usually, a shaman or a practitioner would go into a process of cleansing himself to remove all the negative energy before they even start any ceremony or any healing session where they want to use energy. This kind of bathing is also meant to clear your thoughts and focus you for your next activity. That's why it's useful not only for ceremonies or healing, but it's also very good before you start any meditation session or really just before you start your day in general. And there are many ways to do this. Some spiritual practitioners would dip themselves from head to toe in running water from a pure spring or a waterfall or a river, or some would even use the sea. That works. It will really reset your energies, and as a bonus, after you have done that, right, you will have this wonderful afterglow that comes from the energy of the water, especially if, the river gods favor you. And that is why it's also important to do it from a holy site or a holy source of water. You'll find a lot of these sites in nature, but let's reserve that video for another day. The point really is that this option is available for people who have access to these kinds of places. And there's another form of ritualistic bath that you can also try. I found one in Bali and it's really amazing. So this ritualistic bath would start off with a sound coming from a singing bowl or a gong. And if the healer is good enough, this should start to loosen your negative energy, and for some of you who might be more sensitive, it actually feels like a start of a meditative journey. And again, that part is also meant to clear your mind or your chakra points and also to focus your energy during the session. And then what happened to me was that they covered me in essential oil to circulate the energy in my body and also to provide a deeper cleanse, if you may. And of course, it wouldn't be a bath if it doesn't involve water. So the ritual ended with an herbal bath where you get soaked in flowers and herbal glass for however long you like. And honestly, it felt like they were cooking me very slowly and I am enjoying it. But on a more serious note, this part is really meant to infuse energy into you. And I remember the time, the moment I stepped out of the bath, I felt this wonderful afterglow that is both energizing and relaxing for myself. Well, as you can tell, I obviously prefer this kind of bathing or even pampering. Because honestly, for me, I'm still working on getting used to cold showers and, let alone having a cold water bath in nature. And I personally believe most modern people like me would struggle with that after years and years of the luxury of having a water heater in your bathroom. Now, as you can imagine, these two types of bathing is not really something that you can do on a daily basis, especially if you're inside your condo, facing a small shower, and having only 15 minutes before your next morning commute or your next Zoom call. And this is where modern shamanism becomes actually useful. I actually discussed a few of these cleansing practices in another video, so please check it out. So by the way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep learning more about how we practice modern shamanism. But for now, I'll explain how this shamanic bathing is done. So it actually started when my teacher wanted to bring us this shamanic bathing practice. And for students like me who are stuck in the city like Singapore, we don't really have access to all of these shamanic bathing rituals. And mainly because we are still here in the big city and, there's a struggle between being a shaman and still trying to practice all of these. And that's where we decided to do it the modern shaman way. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to practice any kind of ceremonies, rituals, or healing session, we really need to thoroughly clean ourselves of any negative energy. Now I still remember the day when our teacher introduced this method to us. We had to try it one by one in one small toilet inside the classroom and just take a quick cleanse inside it. And after everyone has gone through the process, the whole bathroom stinks. Like the air was heavy and there was actually a smell. And one of my elders described the smell as like it's a stinking rotten egg kind of smell. And ever since then, I go like, oh my god, I really need to make sure that my toilet does not accumulate a lot of this negative energy. Anyway, that was how this modern shamanic bathing practice was born in our tribe. So now, talking about how the shamanic bath works, it actually comes in a small bottle and it physically looks like just any other bathing gel. But what's important is what's really inside this solution. So it's actually a collection of the same elements that I mentioned earlier to you in the video. There's holy or charged water inside it, and there are also a lot of plant essences that my teacher collected from many different, and some of them are hard to find sources. And he put them together and applied alchemy to combine all of these into one magical potion. And there you have it. We have this small bottle that we can carry everywhere if we want to have a shamanic bath. And my teacher called this bottle the super bath. And the first thing I do when I get this bottle of super bath is to try out its concentrated form. I try to observe its effect on me. And normally after taking the bath, it gives me this very elevated, very relaxed feeling. Now, sometimes I feel that it's too elevated and too relaxed for me. And after all, I'm still a modern person. I still need to go to work. I still need to do my gym. I still need to do a lot of what normal modern people would do. So, just like what a lot of us in our tribe practices, we dilute this solution for daily use. And as of making this video, the version of the bath that we have would be 1 part concentrate, and you can dilute it with 3 to 5 parts of your normal bathing gel. Or for some people, if that is still too strong, you can go all the way up to 10 dilutions. So again, the maximum is like 1 part of this bathing gel and 10 parts of any normal bathing soap that you would use. What we found is that this combination at this range is just nice to clear off the daily negativity from yourself. And even for me as a practitioner, I use this diluted version on a daily basis. But of course, if you feel that you need to do a more concentrated form because for whatever reason you just came off a very toxic phase in your life or a very toxic event, or you really feel sick, this is one of those times when you actually can go back and use the concentrated form of the super bath. So go ahead, try out the different concentrations as long as it works for you. Now, once you diluted it, you can actually use this formulation normally. I would personally put it in a loofah, let it bubble, and cover my whole body in it. Now, this step is very important. You need to leave it on for about 2 minutes. This is to allow the magic of this super bath to work in your body. And if you are sensitive enough, this will be a good time to actually observe the effects of the bath as it slowly removes layers and layers of negative energy in your body. And that's it really. You can rinse it off after and you can move on with the rest of your day. And my pro tip to you would be to do this constantly. If not, do this daily. If you can, do it twice a day like me. I always do it once in the morning and once in the night. And the reason really why I want to suggest that you do this daily is so that you can get used to this clean energy all the time. And that's what really important at the end of the day. Building your awareness one day at a time. It's almost similar to raising the standards of your daily living. So picture it this way. If you start to clean your room every day and you start to get used to having a clean room every day, anytime that your room is messy, you go into an automatic mode of cleaning it up. It may not be 100%, but at least you clear off some of the things so that you can function inside your room. It's the same thing with energy. And you know, at the end of the day, like I said, it's really raising the standard of your everyday living. One way to imagine it is that if you are used to better things in your life, then your awareness will start looking for better things in your life. So why not have a clean energy all the time? And that's really all for me right now. Hopefully you find this out more convenient. These steps are really very useful for you if you're a practitioner of any spiritual path, or if you're a healer, or if you're just any other modern person who wants to be more effective, more efficient, and more joyful on a daily basis. Because at the end of the day, right, we can't always fly off to a location to cleanse ourselves in the pure spring water, or pay for a spa day with somebody who can do the ritualistic healing for you. That's gonna cost you a lot. And both options actually is gonna cost you a lot in terms of both money and the time, considering you still have to fly over somewhere or find this person who can do it for you. But just like what we always say in this channel, don't take my word for it, try it for yourself, and leave a comment below to let us know how it works for you. And again, I guess all that's left for us to let you know is, how do you get hold of this shamanic bath solution? Well, like in my previous video, I would like to invite you to go to my tribe's Facebook page. It's called Shamanites. I'll be posting an event there where you can get this bath for yourself and take it home so that you can try it out. We'll also be there in the event if you want us to answer any of your questions regarding this bath or in modern shamanism in general. You will find this event pinned on top of our Facebook wall, and if you have any problems finding us or the event in Facebook or Meetup, please leave a comment below and my team will help you locate us. And that's all, folks. I'll be releasing more videos like this in the future, so please let me know if you have questions or if you have any comments or suggestions for our future videos. See you around. Bye!